enough time to have an opinion, man. How do you feel about the state of the Dallas-Fort Worth music scene now?
Take your time.
I love all of y'all. But I feel like it's in trouble. Partially because a lot of people gatekeep information. A lot of people act like they know more than what they actually do. A lot of people put on this facade of being this person when they're not. And when you have the younger generation coming up looking at who are now the G's or the OGs and seeing how they act, they feel like they got to amp it up to be the next great one. And a lot of the guys who I'm cool with around here, we don't have that issue because we all know that it took somebody else helping us out and being humble to let us know, how we got to make it. But it's a lot of people who don't want to take the time out to help people, or it's a lot of people who just don't want to learn. And they feel like because they hear, okay.
Talk about it.
They feel like because they'll hear an Instagram clip of somebody going ham for 60 seconds, that they feel like they got to play a 3-hour gig like that. And they don't realize that he got that gig because that other 2 hours and 59 minutes that he was playing, he wasn't doing all that. But then you have all the guys who swear up and down that they're like the gatekeepers or whatever, trashing these dudes instead of helping them. So then you get people who want to help them, but then they felt like that either they've been pushed aside by too many people or they feel like they know it all, so they don't want to listen. So then it's just like, okay, you doing your own thing. I'm gonna do my own thing. And it's just like there's no togetherness or camaraderie. I ain't gonna say there's none. There's very little from where it could be. But that's not even a Dallas or Fort Worth scene. That's a thing as a whole as musicians. Because I've seen it in Atlanta, I've seen it in Charlotte, I've seen it in LA, I've seen it in New York, Chicago, all that stuff. Like everybody has their own clique, their own crew that they around with. And that's cool to an extent because of the fact that we all are in the same goal together. And I'm gonna say this. There is no such thing as the top spot. There is no such thing as the top spot. Like, look at the Grammys last night.
Right.
Beyonce has, 80 Grammys, but couldn't win Album of the Year? Taylor Swift won it.
More than one.
There's more than one spot up here, up top. Everybody thinks that you got to undercut somebody to get to the top. And that's another problem that I've seen, and we've talked about that off camera.
Absolutely.
And it's like, bro, you can't get to the top undercutting people.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like, there's no way. Because, like, bro, if you're cutting into my paycheck, then either A, you're selling yourself short, or B, you're forcing them to put their brand in a situation just because you want to make money or you want to be seen.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, it's not always about that. Like we need to learn how to help each other and be open to hearing each other. Because until then, we ain't gonna go past Deep Ellum and Louisville and Arlington or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I love living here. Like, I love everybody here. But also at the same time, we all know that it could be better. And it don't start with them. Because them is us. It starts with us. So if we're not willing to do the work, then there's no reason to sitting there complaining on Facebook or Instagram. There's none. So
what's the
shut up.
So what's the work?